Vikas Jain.
Good morning, everyone. Can I have my sound, please? Yes. It's a great event, and a very unique event. Very unique because I have been delivering programs at sales meet, leaders meet, every other type of meet. But I think it's the DNA of HP that differentiate and inspire people to conduct this kind of program. So although my topic says what top 1% do differently, but the interesting thing is the audience in this room are actually among the top 1% in the HP, and that's why you are here. So clap for yourself. And we will learn technique that how we can grow it further. But before that, to become successful in anything or everything, first and foremost important thing is E. And what is that E? E is for energy, right? The way we communicate to the people around us, the way we interact with the system around us, we get the same kind of outcome. Yes, no, maybe? In the same manner, so let's start with a dance, but a dance of clap. My hand will be the volume bar for you. As it moves up, the sound of clap will go up. As it moves down, the sound will go down. And then we'll dance with that clap only. So can you start clapping for me? Is it the best of HP? Can we do it better? And it's going still. Is it the best, ma'am? This is the best. You can do it better. Yes. You can do it better. Do as if you are going to become the 1% today itself. Yeah? You can do it better. Thanks. So that's the kind of energy that we need into the room to become, so that if somebody peeps into the room and they see, okay, people are talking about top 1%. If we are saying, top 1%? Can we get top 1% with this body language? Definitely not, right? So let's understand what top 1% do differently. And the interesting thing is, my name is Vikas Jain. The Vikas in Sanskrit means, what does it mean? Vikas in Sanskrit means growth and development. So many of my findings are having that name Vikas, how it can help you become and develop yourself as a top 1% leader, and definitely brand me indirectly. Right? You have attended branding classes, yes? Yes? So it's important to brand yourself as well. Going further, when we are doing certain things, when we are changing the way we are doing things, in the industry, the epitome for anything which is very complex is rocket science. It's such an example that whenever we want to say that it's very complex, we say it's rocket science. And if we want to say it's not that complex, it's not rocket science. For that field, which is considered as one of the best, the most difficult, the most complex, one of the leading industry is SpaceX. And who is the chief engineer of that company? The founder, Elon Musk, who grown to the level of becoming the second richest man in the world. Just imagine for yourself. Think of the number of digits that you have in your bank account right now. And what would it take to become the richest in the world? How many more digits you need to have? What is that? You need? You need dollars. Oh. So just imagine a person who is like us, a human being, grown to level, become the richest in the world, chief engineer of that company, SpaceX, which is into rocket science. And he started learning rocket science later in the second half of his career. After selling PayPal to the company, he started SpaceX. Just imagine. Doesn't it give you the goosebumps? Later in your career, you started reading rocket science and you are the chief engineer of one of the most innovative rocket science company in the world, and you've gone to become the richest in the world in the second half of your career. And if that's possible, how we can learn the best things from these kind of people, these kind of leaders. So history is filled with such leaders who grown and developed themselves to become the best in their life. But what happened to us? When you were a kid, you must be having really big dreams. Yes, no, maybe? Yes, no, maybe? Little louder. Yes. But as we grow further, yeah? Even now. As we grow further, for some of you, we have started dividing those dreams into practical and impractical dreams. Yes, no? Naturally, it started happening, okay, it was a kiddish dream, not possible anymore, but this is possible, so I just focus on that part. What if I give you that option to, just for the session today, open up your mind and even consider what is even the biggest dream possible for you, just for the session today. Now, I'm using the word 1% leaders. So is it only for the people who are leading the team, the senior most people? No, it's not. When we are saying leaders, we also mean innovators. We also mean thought leaders. We also mean individual contributors. So whatever is your position in your company right now, you are for sure going to inspire 100 other people, 1,000 other people, few thousand to do the best the way you are doing it. So you are in a leader in yourself. You don't need a position to become a leader in that sense. So what they are doing differently, or if I ask how to be in your industry's top 1%, how many of you have this inspiration to become top 1% in your industry, not just in your company, in your industry, by show of your hand? That's most of the room, but still there were some people. Is there any doubt if somebody who did not raise the hand, is there any doubt why they do not want to become top 1% in the industry? Some of you did not raise the hand. Anyone? Any thought? Not right now? Okay. When I ask this question to people, I think there is a follow-up question that starts coming to my mind. Questions like, who is top 1% in my industry? Because in a day-to-day basis, I'm just interacting with few leaders in my company, few senior-most folks in my organization, but your professional excellence is beyond your organization, which means who is top 1% in your industry? Do we know how to become the top 1%? Lot of good things were talked before my session. It is important to focus on your skill, deliberate practice, many such things. But do we actually know the secret to become the top 1%? And even if we know, what are we doing today to become the top 1%? I started asking these questions to myself. And first and foremost, why to pursue top 1%? Why do you want to become top 1%? Any one of you? You can take the mic and respond. Let's have the conversation, right? Let's not have it in a monologue manner. Let's have the conversation. Why do you want to become top 1%? Anyone? Just raise your hand and somebody will get you the mic. Okay, we have 2 hands raised, yeah. Can somebody just quickly get them the mic, yeah.
So, means first thing, I don't have that much of ambitions to be the 1%, but if I get a chance to go up into the ladder, and if I happen to be there in the 1%, I wanted to bring more human angle towards the development thing. That's what, I feel that, somewhere I feel that maybe something is going in a mechanical format, and there I wanted to contribute as a human, how we grow as a human and achieve all those sustainable goals and all that.
Yeah, so why to become top 1%? Because you see, you can add more human angle to the top 1% zone. Big clap for him. Is it the louder clap? We can do better, right, HP? We can do better. Before Pratik start, I was just thinking of an acronym. I was seeing the logo HP, and all of us are user of HP. If in that millennial generation they would want a short form of happy, I thought they would write HP only. Happy, HP, right? So we want to imbibe that vibe within us that when we are saying HP, we are from HP. What should we feel like? Happy. So let's bring up that energy, and even a bigger round of applause for him, right? The way he answered. We can do better. Yeah, thank you. Pratik, please go ahead.
Yeah, it is my thought and my reason is that first you feel good about yourself, that you have made something out of yourself, and you are contributing to others' life also. Second, you become wealthy and you increase your bank balance.
So every aspect, you have the innermost aspect and the outermost aspect. Well, big round of applause for him as well. Yeah. Good. Anyone else? Last one. Yeah. Please share the mic with him. That table at that area is having more energized people. Is it something like that?
Yeah.
What is that? Magnets. So, yeah, please go ahead.
So the key thing what I would see in that 1%, the key thing is that energy level and confidence. The leaders on that 1% zone, right? The recent visit of one of our, president, actually, Greg Baxter, was there in India. And I was not part of the talk, by the way, but still I could able to hear from my colleagues. And everybody was talking about him. Because he was completely differentiating from others, and that's because of his high energy level and confidence. So that's the thing which I would like to develop, and I would like to be that 1% there. That's what is motivating me.
Good, great. Thank you. Thanks for sharing. You talked about energy level. Isn't that what's happening on a daily basis? When I push you, do like this, and then you start even more. But without that external push, I'm like this only. Just observe whatever I'm saying right now. Just observe what you are doing right now. There is a 10,000 hour rules. As per that, you get to become the master in your field after spending 10,000 hours. But I'm saying you something different. Every second and every moment is giving you that opportunity to take the pathway of a 1% or the average. Every second is giving you that opportunity. Every second, the way you respond to my question, every second, the way you interact in the session, every second, whether you are keeping notes or not, every second is counted, whether you want to become 1% or want to become an average. Why to pursue top 1%? One of my mentors, Les Brown, said, there is a richest place on this earth. As per you, what could be the richest place on the earth? Any thoughts? We just shout it loud. What could be the richest place on the earth? Mind? Heart? What was that? Casino. Oh. So we know few plans after this what will happen, right? What is that? Tirupati. Les Brown said, quote, the richest place on this earth is graveyard. Because you will find so many innovations, ideas, and dreams that have never been worked upon. Why to become top 1% is for you. You have some big dreams for the country, for yourself, for your family. Don't average out them with your current knowledge. You can always grow beyond yourself. Work on yourself and start dreaming big. That's one of the most important aspects of becoming anything. When Starbucks was not doing well, Their CEO came on board, turnaround story happened, and then he wrote this book. But what I liked the most about the subtitle, not the title, the subtitle, which says, Onward, how Starbucks fought for its life without losing its soul. It's not just the spiritual world. What he was talking about, what is your higher purpose and what is the higher purpose of your organization? And can we combine the both? We all know, for any company to run, definitely they have to be profitable. But that's not their higher purpose, to be profitable. Their higher purpose is something different, which is hidden their values, mission, vision, statement. Can we combine the company's higher goal into our higher goals and see if there is a match? Because then only you can perform at the extraordinary level if you want to grow yourself. Yes, no, maybe? All with me? Right? Now, when we are doing this, when we are going to the higher level, we say, what about the dreams? The dreams of the people. Just a second. You have a card with you. It is on your table, a card from me. There are 4 things. I want you to write down something. On the first point, you will see there is written top 1% vision. If you go beyond your own constraint that have been created with your mind, what is that 1% vision that you have for yourself? What is that big dream that is possible? Just take another 1 minute to write down what is the biggest dream that you want to have for yourself, you want to achieve in your life, biggest dream possible. And if your practical mind is kicking in, just silent it for a few seconds. Let me dream big. Just say to your practical mind that let me dream big for another 1.5 hours. Let's not constrain yourself with it's not practical, it's not possible, I'm gone beyond the age, I'm not having the right degree, whatever. Just make that logical mind stop for a few seconds and just allow your big mind, higher purpose, to fly free in this world. Have you written something? Right? Take just 1 minute and shake hand with someone who is sitting with you. Shake hand with someone who is sitting with you. Shake hand with any one person who is sitting with you. Yeah. And first of all, look into their eyes and say, you can achieve it. While shaking hand, just say to them, you can achieve it. And then read the goal. See this, ma'am? She is saying, hello, ma'am. Before saying you can achieve it, show me first your goal. Then only I'll say whether you can achieve or not. No, that's not the logic. And quickly spend